Hey everyone, welcome to season 4 of Play On. It's been a little bit. I'm gonna be your host, Jack Lonergan. To my right we have
Derek.
and to my left we have
Ethan.
All right, so let's start off with some of the newer games that come out recently. What about Madden? What's Madden up to these days?
Madden 22 has actually been slightly better than most Maddens. In recent years, Madden has come under fire for releasing basically the same game. And while Madden 22 still is not even close to a deviation from the normal Madden formula, it does a lot more than most of the other Maddens to sort of differentiate itself.
Awesome.
Especially when it comes to CFN or career franchise mode, they added a lot of improvements to coaching and ownership.
Cool. So if you like Madden's pretty good. Let's talk about Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, the Smash Bros. Killer itself. I remember before this game came out, people were like, "Oh my God, it has wave dashing, it has rollback netcode. This is gonna be way better than Smash Ultimate." And then it came out, and now no one's really talking about it.
Yeah.
Like it's pretty funny, but there's just some like really off-putting things about it. Like one, none of the characters have any voice acting. So it just sounds really weird because like when you play with SpongeBob, right? You want to hear like the SpongeBob laugh, but you just don't. So it'd be kind of weird like that. And I don't think anything will ever top Smash Brothers in terms of popularity.
Yeah, I don't see that happening. I mean, like maybe Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter, but still, I think Smash just has them beat.
Yeah, especially in the platform fighter genre. Continuing from that, Sora from Kingdom Hearts was put in Smash Bros. Apparently, he was the #1 most requested character, and you don't know how much money Nintendo had to pay to get the Disney logo in there.
Oh Jesus, yeah.
That sounds like a really hard task to get big old Disney to get you to do a favor.
Two of the worst companies working together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You love to see it. Sora's pretty fun. I saw like an interview with the developers, and they said that aerial combat is a thing only like the really good players do. So they wanted to make a character where aerial combat is a thing that lesser experienced players can do. So that's pretty neat. A little bit ago, there was the one of the Minecraft mob votes.
Oh yeah. So like the 3 mobs in the mob vote that caused too much drama were the Glare, Allay, and the Copper Golem. The Glare being sort of like a green bush like creature with eyes and can detect light levels, which you don't really need that. You can just press F3. Anyways, the Allay is kind of just looks like a Vex but with like a big head. And it picks up items for you when you have a note block. Then the Copper Golem, which I'm pretty sure lost first.
No one likes Copper Golem.
Actually, no, the Glare did. The Copper Golem.
You have a Glare?
Second. Yeah, it just looks like a mini Iron Golem, which is copper colored, and it presses buttons, which they would have added to the game.
Yeah.
So aren't people like really sad with the result?
Yeah. Content creators, like, in the last 2, content creators have quote-unquote rigged, according to a lot of people, the mob vote. And there was a lot of controversy, but it's still debated whether the LA would have won or not. By the way, the LA did win the mob vote. There were a lot of people who wanted the Copper Golem. I was sort of split between LA and Copper Golem personally, but there were a lot of people that very much wanted the Copper Golem to win. And a lot of the Copper Golem fans got pissed off because a lot of content creators started like sort of rallying for VLA, and VLA won because of it.
Well, it's Minecraft is a kid's game, and I'm not a kid anymore. I'm a grown-up. I play grown-up games.
Of course.
Yeah.
Like the next grown-up game, Chapter 2 of Deltarune.
Yeah, so grown up.
That game, it was announced like out of the blue on the 5th anniversary of Undertale.
Yeah.
And it came out 2 days later, and I was so hyped because Chapter 1 left off on a pretty big cliffhanger, so it was nice to get resolution to that.
Yeah.
On the night it came out, I just stayed up until like 2 in the morning playing it and beating it. It's really funny, especially if you're not spoiled on it. It's so nice to play through. It's so nice to play through a popular game without knowing anything about it. Just that feeling is always so nice. Have you guys tried it or looked into it at all?
I haven't played the game and I haven't been spoiled yet, so
Same
I
here.
can probably play it.
Yeah, do yourself a favor. It came out on like Switch and PS4 a little bit ago.
I've downloaded it on my Switch.
So it's pretty open to every people, and it's still free.
Yeah.
They said that like when it comes out next, it's not going to be free anymore. So I guess enjoy it while it lasts.
Yeah.
Another game that came out a bit ago was the new WarioWare game. Is it Get It Together? That's what it's called.
Yeah.
It introduced the gimmick of different playable characters in all the micro games. So when you're doing like picking someone's nose or something, you get to do it as all of your favorite WarioWare characters.
Yeah.
From what I've seen of it, it's just like your classic WarioWare. If you like WarioWare, you'll like this game. And if you haven't played a WarioWare game before, then this is your time to jump in and try it out.
Yeah.
Another game that came out relatively recently is Pokemon Unite. It's another free-to-play game. It's a MOBA. You know how those go. There have been a lot of controversial things about it, about how some of the in-game cosmetics are just like completely flooded with microtransactions. Like some of the skins for the Pokemon are like $40.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why?
And they're like money.
Valid.
But other than like all like the kind of greedy and scummy business practices that you can find in like a lot of games, it's pretty fun.
Yeah. And by MOBA standards, the community is surprisingly non-toxic.
Yeah, at least not yet.
Yeah. Give it a
it
couple
time.
months.
Yeah, like I said, enjoy it while it lasts. Yeah. And one like kind of new game is Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. These were 3DS games that were initially stuck in Japan for a little bit because they couldn't get the rights to the name Sherlock Holmes. So when they re-released it on Switch last summer, they did the great thing of changing the name Sherlock Holmes to Herlock Sholmes.
Whoa.
They'll never see it coming. It's Ace Attorney, but it takes place in like the 1800s or something, back before a time before like security cameras and fingerprint analysis. So none of like the standard CSI stuff that you imagine will be in it. So you have to solve cases the good old-fashioned way with your like detective eyeglass and your monocle and all that. It's a pretty fun time. All right, let's move on to some of the older games we've been enjoying. Stuff that hasn't really come out recently, but we still like nonetheless. How about Jump Force? You've been playing Jump Force a lot recently, right?
Yeah, recently I found out that I play a lot of the Dragon Ball characters because they're good.
They're so cool.
They're so cool.
Yeah.
If only Goku were in Smash.
Yeah.
But Jump Force is really easy to make fun of because a lot of the animations don't look that great in my opinion.
The characters don't look great either. Have you seen like Luffy with his big eyes?
Yeah. And I've heard that the missions are just like, you go here, beat the one bad guy and leave, and do that over and over 100 times. I think that kind of game entirely relies on the gimmick of having all these anime characters in one game.
Yeah.
Where is there any other game where you can have Light Yagami team up with Goku?
I don't think so.
No.
You ever have a game where Gon from Hunter x Hunter could beat Goku?
That's crazy. That could never happen before. It's just like the entire premise is just to like debate these anime fans into saying like, oh, that's my favorite character. I want the game with that guy, and then they buy a crappy game.
Yeah.
I wouldn't surprised if they made. I wouldn't be surprised if I were to find out that game was made on the weekend before release.
Yeah, 6 dudes chilling in a basement, maybe 1 girl, and they're for diversity on the coding team, and they just make a game in like 2 days. Like, yeah, let's make an anime game, guys. Let's get all these anime fans. Those rabid anime fans.
Yeah. Let's rip on another game for a bit. How about Overwatch? Isn't that game dying?
Yes, Overwatch is dying. Overwatch has been dying ever since Jeff Kaplan left because Blizzard is greedy. And they, for a PR move, because Blizzard Activision, let's just say they don't like half of their employees very much. They decided, instead of actually addressing the problem, let's just change the name of one of the characters for no reason.
Yeah, this is not a good thing. For one, this doesn't solve anything. They changed the name of a guy because the guy they named him after was like a problematic dude. That's why they changed it.
Exactly.
And two, when you change the name of a very popular character 5 years after the game came out, no one's gonna like take it seriously. People are still going to use the old name no matter what.
Exactly.
How many people still call it Dunkin' Donuts when technically they changed the name to Dunkin'?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't matter. Like it changes literally nothing.
And not only that, but they also apparently indefinitely delayed the making of Overwatch 2, which has already been completely messed up beyond belief. Like, it's already messed up everything Overwatch 1 has built.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff Kaplan is probably vomiting right now. Like, as this is being recorded, the dude is probably vomiting in a McDonald's bathroom.
I see. Let's spin it to a more positive note. Let's talk about a game that I got a really long time ago, but I haven't really been able to finish it yet. It's called The Messenger. It's a platformer that's supposed to be inspired by like the NES, SNES levels of games, and it's super tight. The controls are really cool. It does a really cool like time travel gimmick, where when you start, all the levels have 8-bit graphics and all the music is in 8 bits. But when there's a point where you time travel to the future, and now all the graphics and music are 16-bit, and that's a really cool effect that they did. It has great music, great level design. It's just an all-around great platformer. So if you're looking for a good platformer to get through sometime soon, I'd recommend The Messenger. It's pretty cool. Let's start complaining again. Let's talk about Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and how that game has surpassed Mario Kart Wii in sales.
I never saw it coming.
No, because Mario Kart Wii like defined a generation, right?
Yeah, I grew up on it.
Yeah. Like there are a lot of people on like the TikToks and whatever always talking about that specific generation of games and that kind of nostalgia from those times, and to see like the great titan that once was Mario Kart Wii has been overtaken by the modern age. I think a lot of people would be a bit disappointed by that.
Yeah.
I like grew up on the Wii. I like played, a surplus of Mario Kart and a lot of Donkey Kong Country.
Mm-hmm. And like that, it's going to be so weird because people in like 10 years are going to be talking about like, oh, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. That makes me so nostalgic. And that's going to be so weird to hear.
Oh,
exactly, because to us it's like new. Like came out like a couple of years ago.
Yeah. I mean, if you're being real, it came out like almost a decade ago on the Wii U.
yeah.
Oh
Mario Kart 9 is never going to happen. They could just keep reselling this game and they make a ton of money.
Yeah.
Deluxe X.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe 2.
So yeah, they're gonna pull in Apple and just skip 9 for absolutely no good reason. Mario Kart 10's coming in 2022. I definitely have inside sources at Nintendo.
Yeah, just
definitely
skip 9. Just go to 10.
Exactly,
Yeah.
for absolutely no reason.
Another game that has like a similar situation to this is GTA 5.
Oh.
Isn't GTA 6 like confirmed in development?
Yeah, GTA 6 has been confirmed in development for a while, but I guess that Rockstar Games was inspired by the way that Kanye West releases his albums and decided to say that it's going to be released and then just not release it for no good reason.
Yeah, like personally, I don't see the point of having a GTA 6 because like you could just keep updating GTA 5.
Oh.
Honestly, I feel like they could just do like a rebrand. It's like say this game is Grand Theft Auto and just spend the rest of their years updating that single game. That's what Minecraft did, and Minecraft is like the most popular game in the world. So it's definitely not unheard of. They could definitely get away with that, and maybe it'll be a bit more popular.
GTA 5 Deluxe.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, just like what Nintendo can do with Mario Kart, Rockstar Games could just keep releasing GTA 5 on every platform that exists, and they make a ton of money. So now that we've finished talking about the old, let's talk about the new. The Pokemon Diamond and Pearl remakes come out pretty soon. Apparently that game was already leaked and people have already beaten it.
Oh.
That's really cool. And people are saying like they made 0 differences to the originals.
Oh no.
I find it pretty funny when Nintendo said, this will be a faithful remake of Diamond and Pearl. And then when people play it and they find out it's a faithful remake of Diamond and Pearl, they still complain.
Sounds like Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
I don't think Pokemon fans can ever be content.
Yeah, that's
Never.
just not a real thing.
Mm-hmm. Even when Nintendo made like their partner showcase, where they tempered everyone's expectations and said, this will be a small direct featuring previously announced games and like small indie stuff, people are still upset that there wasn't a Smash character announced.
Yeah.
There's just nothing you can do about the internet's tyrannical grip over the emotions of video gamers.
Oh yeah, the internet. And I will say, my personal opinion on the whole faithful remake thing for the remakes is that I just hope, like, the only thing that I don't want to be exactly the same is if they use the Pokemon Platinum Pokedex instead, because the diversity in the Pokemon Diamond and Pearl Pokedex is pretty bad. Like, there's a famous thing where there are only 2 fire types available in the entire game, and one of them's your starter.
Yeah, if you don't pick the fire type starter Pokemon, your options for fire types are Rapidash, and that's it.
Rapidash and Rapidash.
And then another Pokemon thing that's coming out pretty soon is Pokemon Legends Arceus. A little bit ago, we had the announcement trailer that new regional variants of Zorua and Zoroark are going to be a thing. I find that really cool because base Zoroark, using it in battle can be kind of underwhelming. It's supposed to like be disguised as another one of your Pokemon and like trick the opponent, you know, or like got him, that kind of thing. But Zoroark was introduced in the same Pokemon generation that introduced Team Preview, which lets you see the Pokemon your opponent has, so you can build a game plan around that. So they kind of ruined Zoroark with that. But this time around, Zoroark has a new typing that no other Pokemon has had before in Ghost Normal. And that typing is immune to normal type attacks, ghost attacks, and fighting attacks. So there's a lot more flexibility with that, where you can bait in a larger variety of attacks and they just do nothing. Other than that one Pokemon, Legends Arceus still looks like the Windows XP background. It still kind of looks kind of plain, you know, nothing much going on. I'm still, you know, hopeful that the game will look good before release.
It's like you know, like an average, like first try at like a free roam game, just plain.
Yeah, everyone's gonna compare it to Breath of the Wild. Nothing you could do about that. Making a good Pokemon game really that hard nowadays?
To appease the fans, yeah.
That's true. In Black and White, I wish they just went back to sprites. You know what would be so cool if they made a new Pokemon game that's entirely 2D, with like it looks like Pokemon Black and White, but just remove all the pixels and just have it be like smooth, like cartoon art, make it look like the anime.
Yeah.
That would be cool. I feel like doing that, like it will result in like a much better product with a much better looking graphics and saves them a lot more time than doing all the models. Or I guess they're just reusing the same models anyway, and it still looks bad. When they made X and Y, they made a ton of models that are able to be upscaled easily to like future-proof themselves. So they only had to make all those models then, and they don't have to make any more models now. And the models just look so bad. Everyone likes to complain about the animation for double kick, where your Pokemon just like moves a little bit. They just use like the same 2 animations for every single attack.
Yeah.
Granted, it is hard to do what they did with the sprites with 3D models, because if you did the same thing as you did with the sprites, which was rely on the animation itself and not the movement of the Pokemon, then it would look kind of off-putting because both Pokemon would kind of just sit there and stare at each other. And they did the new thing, and it still looks like they're kind of just staring at each other. Yeah, Game Freak is lazy. I hate them.
Who doesn't love a good staring contest?
Yeah. So I think that's it. That's it from us. We'll leave you guys with a gaming question. I know we used to do that. What's your guys' favorite snacks to eat while gaming? Do you have like a preference, or do you have like this one snack to eat while gaming and nothing else? For me, it's like pretty much anything.
Yeah.
Or for me, I can't get anything on my controller. It has to be the cleanest controller around. What about you, Ethan?
That's a tough one. Well, definitely like basically just anything that I can reasonably eat without getting my controller too disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
Like my controller that I currently use is pretty gross because I've had it for nearly 3 years, and it's gonna happen, but it's not that bad. I keep it decently clean.
Mm-hmm. It's also got to be convenient, right? You can't be eating while playing and have the meal be some sort of like 5-star meal where you gotta like sit at a table and like really enjoy it. No, it has to be something that you can do pretty quick. Yeah. Like maybe just like a bottle of water. That's pretty easy to do.
I love eating bottles of water.
Same.
I don't know about you guys, but I chew on bottle caps, especially while I game.
You're being serious?
Yes, I am.
That's crazy.
It's just I thought it was normal.
Mm-hmm. like a stick of gum.
Yeah, gum.
I see.
Definitely.
I mean, people find that therapeutic in ways.
Oh yeah, agreed.
All right, so with that, I think that's going to be the end for episode 1 of season 4. Yeah. Stick around for episode 2, which will be out in about a month. And you guys have any closing words? Awesome. Yeah. See you guys next time.
See you next time.